Well, okay. To tell you the truth, I never really, I mean, as a person, I don't believe in competitive festivals. In cinema or in art, because there's not really a measure you can say, like in athleticism, you know, one runs faster than the other. It's a fact. Definitely, it's an objective fact that one runs faster than the other or throws the ball further down. But how can you say that really that one film is better than the other, that one painting is better than the other, that one novel is better than the other? It's not. I mean, you cannot. Okay, so it's a bit of it's a system which I abide because I'm not gonna be the revolutionary who says I'm not sending my films in festivals, because this is how it works, and this is the way, I mean, we do things, and I've been to many festivals. But when you are judged, it's different, because you don't have the responsibility the moral responsibility to say, my film is better or it's not. You just say it's okay. I win or I don't win. When you're a judge, you must say why you prefer this film than the other, and which is very fun, because that puts you in a position for yourself to realize what you stand for in life. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's very difficult, and it's very funny, because we are 5 judges. It's not my first time. Okay, I've been a judge in Cannes Festival in 2015, and it's very funny the way that each one of us perceive the film in a totally different way. I mean, totally different. No, I exaggerate. But in many different ways. The one that you find the victim, the other one finds the villain. You know what I mean? It's very funny. Right. So it's not. I enjoy it, because it's part of the system I'm in. You know what I mean? But I don't really feel comfortable in it, if you want. I don't think I could be a professional judge if that. They're very good films. Yeah, they're very good films. And if you think that they're first films, which is something that made me, if you want, because at the moment it was a very stressful period for me, because I'm finishing a script and I had other things to do. But so I didn't really. But I like the festival very much and the director. But at the same time, it's very interesting for me, which is I'm gonna have my 5th feature now, to see first films, because we've always been there. All filmmakers had the first film, and it's very interesting to see. So, first films of other people, of now, what people make as a first film, and it's amazing, because in some films you really cannot tell. I mean, it's like a very professional, very advanced. You know what I mean? It's not at all amateur. If you It's very funny, because you're putting me questions that I have to ask myself throughout this period, every day. Every day. Well, first of all, that it's a film that stands for me, that stands for the values that I believe in. You know what I mean? This is the first thing. Yeah. So if it's a film which is, how can I say, opposite to the values I believe, that we all more or less believe, it's out of the question. Okay, that's out. First of all, it's that. Secondly, it's for me how this film moves me, touches me, but at the same time makes me think. Okay, this is something very important for me, for everybody else. And thirdly, probably it's something that is for festivals. It's important, you know, even for first film festivals. It's films that you think that they could reach a large number of audience, a larger number of audience, because it's true that there are probably some films that I like very much and I feel very passionate about, but I know that they're difficult films, or you know, they're not for a large. I mean, we are in an art, more or less, art house film festival to start with. So, but there are films that they're very difficult and inaccessible, and films which are more accessible to many people. Well, usually you try to find the golden line. Okay. I don't know. I don't think it's a question of being unconventional or I think it's more of a way that you. It's again a viewpoint. It's the way you stand and you look at things, and the way you show things, and the light you show things. I mean, my subject matter as a subject matter can be treated by many, by many directors, by many different directors. Each director will see the subject matter differently. Okay, I see it from a viewpoint which is the viewpoint probably that disturbs some people. You know what I mean? It's not the subject matter in itself. The subject matter in itself, it's something that can, you know, some other director or some other producer can make the film and be totally, nobody will say, you know, because it takes a different standpoint. So I don't think my films are unconventional. I think probably the way I see my subject matter is more, it's different than of many people. Okay, but that's what I find interesting, to show another way of looking at things, especially in our society, in Greek society. I think it's difficult for everybody.
It's like survival.
Point. I think it's not, I mean, let's not exaggerate. For some people it is. For some people it is a question of survival. I think it's difficult at the moment. Greece is a very difficult country to live in. Of course, it's not Syria. Okay, let's be serious. Okay, it's not Syria, it's not Palestine, it's not Iraq. Okay, it's not even, I don't know. But in Europe, it must be one of the most, if not the most difficult country to live in. And that's something that you young people must take into account and do something about it, because we didn't, we couldn't do. Apparently, I mean, we did, each one did what he thought was right, but apparently was wrong. I think at the moment it's difficult for everybody, to tell you the truth. For cinema, it's, you know something, it's never been easy for cinema in Greece, because, and that is something that you must take into account, and I will never stop saying it. In Greece, culture was never a priority, never. Even when they said, you know, the Ministry of Culture will, because we have all this ancient thing with it, you are from the north, aren't you? Yeah. Well, okay, now you have this temple, which Amphipolis, which is a very important thing. Of course it's very important, but this is what this is ancient culture. It's not modern culture, okay? And our Ministry of Culture takes care of ancient culture and of modern culture. Only that modern culture actually doesn't take care at all, and never did. They think that culture is something that in itself we do it, and there were some crazy people like Koútras, like Lanthimos, like that they will sell their house and sell their body, if only we could, you know, to make a film. This is not how things are done. And now you're in Paris. You're in France, and you see how people, the way that they embrace culture and they embrace cinema. This is something important. Okay, it's not now only, it's been for a long time like that.
So, can you tell us something for your next project, maybe?
No. I'll tell. No, I can't. I can't because something that I have. It's in the writing. But I hope I will not disappoint you. To write something that they believe in from their heart, something that is true to themselves, and to work. Work. Without work, nothing is done. And work, many times, is pain. Okay? It's half pain, half pleasure, but it's a lot of pain.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, and I wish you all the best, and I wish you a very good time in France.